Here is my Honda GX160, and in the last video you saw about the Honda GX160, it had a little choke actuator lever, but that's gone, and that's not the only thing that's gone. The actual choke lever itself is now gone. And why is that? Well, I've bought an automatic choke from America, and I've been looking for ages and ages and ages to find an automatic choke system for a Honda GX160 or GX200, and you can't. The only places the engines that do them are the lawnmower engines. I think the GVC 160 or something like that. They've got like a wax cartridge automatic choke, but for the Honda GX160 I've not been able to find anything. However, I went online and I searched and searched and searched and searched, and I found one on eBay, and it was in America, and I was quite skeptical of it, but I bought it and I've installed it, and in this video I'll show you how to install it. Well, I'll show you what it does and how to install it, and I'll show you the engine starting, and then I'll explain the reason why I actually wanted an automatic choke on this engine. And it goes back to the previous video, which I'll try and link, to having this as an electric start, and not just an electric start, but an electric start from a remote button as well, which would have to actuate the choke lever. Okay, so let's go have a look at the workshop. Into the workshop, take this choke. Well, I've done the video before putting this together, obviously, sort of, but let's have a look at it in more detail anyway. Hello everyone. What you see in front of you here are two carburetors for a Honda GX160 generator or engine in general. However, this carburettor is a lot more exciting than this carburettor, because this one has got an automatic choke function on it, and I've been looking for one of these for a long time. And the reason why I want an automatic choke for my generator is because I want to have it as a remote start generator for an off-grid project. And there's a video I've made, well, there's a video I've made with this carburettor, where I've made an actuator which actuates the choke function on this. So if you want to find out why I want to do that, go and watch that video, and I'll probably leave a link somewhere. So I bought this off eBay from America, and it spent weeks in my basket because I didn't quite understand how this was going to work, and I didn't really want to waste my money on it. But a couple of emails back and forth, and they assured me that, yeah, it is an automatic choke for a Honda GX160 and a GX200, and maybe even a 240 as well, I don't know. So let's have a look at the normal carburettor. So normal carburettor, you've got your choke lever, your fuel on and off, and then you've got your butterfly valve for your throttle. Okay, so that's fairly standard. Yeah, people know how to figure all that out. So I'm just going to take the top off this for now, and I'm going to bring the other one in, and look what they've done here. So we've still got our fuel on and off, we've got our choke, and we've got our throttle. But what they've done here is just put this genius little feature in, which is a linkage between the throttle and the choke, and so they sort of operate in tandem with each other. Now, I've had this on my engine and it does work. It works just fine. There are quirks to it, which I'll go through later, but I'm going to fit this back up. The reason why I took this off the engine is because I wanted to put a new gasket in, because these don't come with a gasket kit, and I really wanted to just get it on. And all the old gaskets were, well, when I took these off, the gaskets sort of perished with them, so I put this on just to try it out with a couple of old gaskets. I took it off again, and I put some new gaskets on, and yeah, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to show you this video. So, I mean, I don't really understand how this works. At the moment, we've got full. Oh, what I should mention as well is that this here, much like the same as that, the governor, the engine governor, slots into here. So the engine governor will be constantly sort of moving the valve, moving the butterfly valve, the throttle open and closed to try and achieve the the best revs for the engine. Okay, depending on the load. So at the moment the valve is open, and I believe at start obviously is closed. So when that's closed, the throttle is wide open there. But then when we go to open the choke, the sort of throttle valve is sort of half open or something like that. So I mean, I'm not really, I tinker around with these engines, and I look on YouTube for advice. I don't actually know how this works to the nth degree, but I can tell you it does work, and it works quite well. So yeah, if somebody else wants to sort of tell me exactly how this works, I guess what I don't understand is at full open throttle, the choke is almost closed. So yeah, I don't know how quite that works. Maybe it just sort of feathers around, sort of doing this with the choke wide open. Maybe that's all you need for one of these engines, is just that little bit. So anyway, I'm gonna put this back onto my engine, start it all back up again, and show you it actually working. I don't think there's anything else more to say about this, apart from taking a look at this sort of spring feature they've got here, and that's the throttle stop there. I haven't actually had to do anything in terms of setup for this. It's all just sort of worked. But anyway, yeah, we'll put this back on the engine, and hopefully it will still work. Right, so hopefully you can see. Hopefully this is a decent enough angle for you to see. So I'm putting the carburettor on. I think, yeah, the best thing to do now is put the throttle linkage on, put the governor linkage on. It's a bit easier at this stage, I think. So we'll bring that in there. There you are, that's slotted in quite good, quite nicely. The anti-vibration spring, I'll probably leave that for now. Let's get the fuel line on. I have drained this fuel, but it's obviously still wants to pour out, doesn't it? Every time you put that down. So doesn't matter how much you seem to drain fuel, seems to always come out. There we are. That's the reality of life, isn't it? Or maybe I'm just not meticulous enough. So there you are. The fuel line's on. Where's my pliers gone? Lost my pliers. Fuel line's on. Put the clip in place. Just come on. It doesn't help having a camera stand exactly where I want to put the clip, put the pliers. That's exactly where I want to put the pliers, this camera stand. Oh, there we are. It's gone on nicely. Okay, anti-vibration spring. Ooh, maybe I should have put that on before the fuel line. Might have been a bit easier, but not to worry. This always comes off, this anti-vibration spring. Always. It's really annoying. Actually, I need to try and secure it a bit better somehow. This isn't good watching, is it? Let's be honest, it's wasting time really, isn't it? You don't really need to see this. Maybe you do. Maybe it's important to see the whole thing. You can criticise me if you like. You can tell me my sound's rubbish. That's always a good one. But anyway, that's on. Okay, so we've got a new gasket on. New carburettor on. Well, hey. What next? What next? Oh, the other gasket. So here's a question now. So this is a gasket I bought in the kit, and this is one that came off the engine. This is a really good solid gasket. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know about this. So it goes on that way. Yeah, so it goes on like that, I think. I can remember. It's pretty obvious once it's on, because all the holes will match up. Great. Now, I don't know whether to put this gasket. I don't know whether to put this gasket on as well. On there. I don't think it needs it. Let me see. Such an annoying gasket. This doesn't quite... I mean... Do I really need that? Do I really need that there? I don't think I do, you know. I think it's just going to cause more harm than good. I'm going to pause the video and check something out, see if I do need it or not.
Right, so I've checked the internet and the Honda GX200. And this is going on. This is going on its own, without that other gasket. So that's that, that's going on. Right, a couple of checks here, we got this, bang there. We got our throttle connected, our governor, sorry. This spring here. So yeah, I think we're ready. We're ready to put the cover back on. Alright.
Okay, next thing to do. Bottom of the air filter cover goes on. A little notch there. Rest in a little notch. Can't see it maybe. Little notch there. Easy enough. Air filter on. And put your wing nut on.
Top cover on.
Alright, so I've got to put this back on its mount. So after I've done that, I'll do that, put some fuel in it and run it.